Ford has released their 2024 car that will be run in the NASCAR Cup Series. They've run the Mustang since, I think, 2019. They ran the Ford Fusion previous to that, and at some point they ran the Ford Taurus. But yes, they will have a new car. It's still a Mustang technically. It's just a different model of Mustang, so it's technically different. But it is a different body. You can see some small differences in it in terms of the Cup Series side of things. I'll show you some side-by-sides, I guess, of what they look like. I'm not a car expert in any way, shape, or form, but there are some like visible differences. So here's a look at it. Get a good look at it. Nice and pretty car. Nice looking car. Ford's new car, obviously no team paint schemes yet. They wanted to get some pictures, some promotional pictures of it on track, just with the Ford logos, the Mustang logo, Ford Performance, all that stuff. Doing some burnouts on the pits, whatever it may be. But yes, there is your new Ford Mustang Dark Horse. That is what it's called. Looked it up online, and yeah, that's kind of their... I don't know anything, but it looks like a fancier version of the normal Mustang. On the Ford website, it says 2024 Mustang Dark Horse Premium. That sounds fancier to me, I guess. But what do I know? Well, here's some basic numbers for you. Looked it up and did some further research on the line. Your normal 2024 Ford Mustang is anywhere between $30,000 and $40,000. The higher end, near the $40,000, that's your convertible. But the non-convertible is between $30,000 and $35,000. Then you get to the Dark Horse. That's looking at about $60,000 if you want that car. So there's your difference between the Mustang and the Mustang Dark Horse. If you want all the specifics, they got it on their website. I'm not explaining that all to you. I believe in you and everyone that is watching this video's ability to Google and go to the website. Anyways, let's talk about the actual car that will be on the NASCAR Cup Series track starting at the Clash of the Coliseum next year. Obviously, NASCAR requires you to be within rules. You have to do a bunch of wind tunnel tests and all this stuff, and you have to make sure that the car is legal, make sure the car is approved by NASCAR itself to get on the track. But yeah, obviously, this car, they're revealing it, so that I would assume that means they passed the test. But Ford obviously has not had the greatest year in the Cup Series, but they do have an opportunity at a Cup Series championship this Sunday with Ryan Blaney. They currently have 8 wins on the year. If I told you this at the beginning of the year, you would have been shocked at the spread out of the wins. 3 wins by Ryan Blaney, that might not have been shocking. Only 1 from Joey Logano, that would have surprised some of you. 3 from Prosper, Texas' own Chris Buescher, that definitely would have surprised some of you. And 1 from Michael McDowell, that would have surprised a few of you. So that's your spread out of wins by Ford this year. They had both RFK cars made the playoffs, 2 Penske cars made the playoffs, a front row car made the playoffs, and then of course from SHR, Kevin Harvick made the playoffs. So that's 6 cars in the playoffs from Ford. So missing out were for the big teams. There were 3 SHR cars that missed, a Team Penske car that missed, and I think that's it for the big names. But Ford, obviously, as I said, it's been a little bit of a down year for them on the Cup Series side of things. We have seen them still get wins, though. They're still fighting for a championship, so not all is lost. They still have an opportunity to get a huge trophy. Well, 2 if you count the Owners' Championship. But point being, while Ford has not had the most successful year as they've had in the past few years with Logano, with Harvick, and SHR, they still have an opportunity to get a championship this Sunday, and that's a very big deal. But anyways, let's read some of the quotes about this new car. This is from Mark Rushbrook, Global Director of Ford Performance Motorsports. He said, "What a crazy year it has been revealing our new global Mustangs for racing. The positive response from our fans around the world has been amazing, and we're confident that this Mustang Dark Horse Cup car will be no different and that NASCAR fans will be excited to cheer us on next year. Our Ford Performance staff, together with our NASCAR race teams, have worked tirelessly in the wind tunnel developing this car, and I can't wait to finally see it race on the track next season." And then Brad Keselowski, who's driven a Ford since 2013 when Penske made the shift to Ford, and then, of course, RFK is Ford. He said, If she gallops as fast as she looks, it's going to be a good year. Mustang is an iconic American car made famous around the world. I think of how Mustang has evolved over the years and how NASCAR has evolved along with it, and they're just two brands that go together. I'm proud to get to drive it and proud to be able to compete for the win in this car. So yeah, Ford, they've got themselves a new car. Here's the 2023 car, and here's the 2024 car. Get a good look at them side by side. Someone here will be able to tell the difference. There you go. There's a difference in the cars. So, but yes, the Dark Horse versus the standard Mustang. Obviously, the Fusion was run for so long. Everyone's like, why aren't you running the Mustang? That's like the American muscle car. You got to run that thing. And then they did it. And it's a cool looking car. The Mustang's a cool looking car. It's looked great on track for Ford, but they wanted to spice it up a tiny bit more. So they opted to do the Mustang Dark Horse. And so yeah, there you go. Ford's got themselves a new car. Chevy and Toyota, I don't know if they're going to do a new Cup car. Not next year, I don't think. Maybe. I mean, I could be wrong. But I think I read something that Chevrolet, they're not going to do a new car yet just because the Camaro is about to be out of commission. So they're going to potentially, if they do a new Cup Series car, it's going to be based on whatever the next car is. So not a Camaro. So they don't want to pull the trigger on changing anything with the Camaro right now. They just want to stick with how it is right now. So thanks for watching this video. I got nothing else on this. I mean, it's cool that they got a new car body, a new car for them to run. Hopefully it's successful. Be good for Ford, good for Ford fans. But thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have not seen my schedule for this week, it's going to be a very busy week on the channel. Later this afternoon, we got a Truck Series 2 preview, or Truck Series Championship to preview. Tomorrow, Xfinity, Friday, Cup Series preview. And then we'll be doing recaps of all 3 championships. And then we got some F1. So I got 8 videos in the next 5 days to do at least. That's assuming there's no more big breaking news that happens. But thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see you this afternoon for the Truck Series Championship preview. That'll be a fun one.